Yeah guys, F-5 here. Here is the first part of the ESXi tutorial. First thing you need to do is use Universal USB Installer to select the ISO and write it to the drive. I'm not going to go into detail with this bit as it's super simple, just like so. Links in the description for all files required. Okay, once that's done, we'll switch over to our server. Plug the USB pen in, boot it up. Make sure your BIOS is set to boot to the USB drive, and the ESXi setup will begin. Select the first option, obviously, you don't want to boot from the local disk. And this is highly sped up. It usually takes about 5 minutes to boot. It's going to probably take about 30 for you. Just be patient, it will load eventually. Okay, once the first bit's loaded up, the next bit will load. Eventually you'll come to a screen that says ESXi install or something like that. Like so. Welcome to the VMware ESXi 5.1.0 installation. Now, you can actually skip part of this video depending on how much RAM you have in your system. If you have more than 2 gigs of RAM, then you do not need to do any of this command line stuff that I'm about to do. However, even though I do have more than 2 gigs of RAM, for the purposes of the video I will do this anyway. So, if you don't have enough RAM, you need to wait for it all to scan and everything. And now at this point press Alt and F1. It's bring you up to a command line prompt asking you for a login. The username is root, no password. And just type in the commands as shown on screen. cd user/lib/vmware/weasel/util. Okay, so rm upgrade underscore precheck.pyc, make sure it's the C version, you don't want to remove the non-compiled version. Then we mv the upgrade precheck.py to upgrade.precheck.py.old. Next, we copy the upgrade.old file back to the upgrade_precheck.py file. Not sure why you need to do this, but it doesn't work unless you do. Now we edit it. vi upgrade_precheck, type /min, and you should find a line that says something along min size. Okay, now you just need to press I, and basically edit that to anything that's lower than your actual amount. So in this case, it's currently set to 2 times 10024 by 32. We'll just set it to 10024 by itself. Once that's done, press escape, then type in W exclamation mark, and then escape :Q and PS space -C space pipe grep wheeze, and you should find a result that shows the Python process ID. So kill space -9 space the ID. We will select a USB drive to install ESXi2 and select the language and the password, the usual install stuff. It will scan the system, might take a little while. Again, this is sped up for your convenience. Okay, now are we sure we want to install? Yes, of course we are. And boom. Again, this will take quite a while, but it's sped up in the video. Don't mind me messing with the monitor settings. Okay, and the install is done. The installation disk needs to be removed. Obviously it's a USB drive, so remove the USB drive. Shutting down. Wow, rebooting, whatever. Okay. There we go. And now it will boot up. Please keep in mind that I actually was using 2 USB pens, one for the ESXi install and one that it was being installed to. Once it's booted, again it will take a little while. It's not the sort of thing that's designed to boot up all the time, it's designed to be left on, so it takes a little while to boot, but that's fine. Okay, and eventually we should get back to the yellow and black screen like this, just loading the final modules and stuff. And then voila, VMware ESXi 5.1.0 VM kernel release build, HP Reliant microserver, and there we go. So now let's move on to the next bit of the install. Click the picture to go to the next part.